and that's on a bad day. I'm the hardest rapper this show training take.
Thank you. For tuning in this Sunday evening. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Now here's Randall. Reeves outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
Throughout a game, Reeves will find every which way to score.
Pass to White. Mobley a screen. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's Randall. Finished off the break.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
Now here's George. Mobley a screen. From 13. It's rebounded by Kuminga. For the finish. And Randall throws it down.
You gotta have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
Bane with the steal. Towns with it. He's picked up by Mobley. Randall is doubled to the left side wing. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the drive. From deep, Reeves drills the three-pointer. Reeves has got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And it's George missing.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Now here's Towns. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
They need this. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
That one is on Towns.
And with size and a terrific skill set, Mobley gives defenders nightmares.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that
shot? The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites in offense.
Pass to Bailey. A shot's good on the assist by Jordan.
I like how confident and aggressive Bailey is. He takes initiative whenever he sees an opportunity.
A kick out to Bane. On the wing, Bane. Back to Towns. To the inside. It's stolen by Bailey. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Mobley is screened. A 3-ball.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside.
Nice!
Look at that.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, these days, interior offense takes great determination and discipline.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Well, Desmond Bane, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Back over to you guys.
A lot for sure in his bag. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Clock at 6. Pass to Towns. Right side, Kuminga. Trains the three-pointer.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. .11 left in the first quarter. To the middle. It's stolen by Randall. Right side, Kuminga. Randall outside. 6 to shoot. To the paint. A kick out to Towns. Shoots over Mobley. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. .43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Back to George. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Paul George with the steal. Mobley is screened. Puts up a 3. Mobley on the follow.
And that's just opportunistic basketball. Mobley carving out space and then cashing in on the second chance opportunity.
Towns in the corner. Inside. Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They're firing on all cylinders, executing the game plan coming in.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Up by 11.
19.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And, Jim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
And Towns throws it down.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Outside for George. George double teamed. Pass to Mobley. Shot clock at 6. Here's Salon. A three-pointer, no good. Back to Randall. Beyond the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Randall's got his third bucket of the night.
And you don't see that kind of quickness from your bigs very often. Randall with great hands there.
And it's White missing. Pass to Kuminga. Now here's Towns. Defended by Gordon. Now Randall. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's James. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
To the right side. Back to Kuminga. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
Man, that is a little risky there by Kuminga, but man, what a finish. That's just awesome.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Here's Randall. He's got 7. Going inside. Pass to Kuminga. Back to Towns. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Towns has got 7 points. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? That includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Yeah, Paul George that time understanding how to read the open floor and getting to the spot where he can get a good look.
And stolen by Mobley. Back to George. From past the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter, and now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Paul George with the steal.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Down low. And Mobley throws it down.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
Outside, Bane. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
Back to Bane. Pass to Kuminga. Baseline jumper. Mobley with the rebound. George looking over the floor. They set the screen. And Desmond Bane pulls it down.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Pass to Mobley. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Now Towns. Covered by Mobley. Back to Randall. For the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Randall's got 11 points.
And helping the team space the floor there. Randall with so much more confidence now from the outside.
Back to George. White, wide open. He fires. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 15. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second.
Well, look, he might not quite be the player he once was, but make no mistake about it, Paul George on any given night can go out there and take over a game.
So he picks up just one from the line that time. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And it's George finishing it off.
Really high IQ that time by Paul George, using that screen to perfection.
It's Randle with the drive. Outside, Towns. It's stolen by Bailey. Pass to George. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Nice recognition by George to set up a teammate.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the fore.
Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And himself hammers it home to polish off the break.
And one thing about Reeves, you're not going to out-hustle.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. You know, GA, one great thing about the NBA, well, there are many things, but one great thing is that there's always new talent coming through the ranks.
Yeah, I mean, the future is bright. And Kevin, I really like this year's draft class. Man, we just continue to add exciting young talent to the mix.
Finished off the break. White's got 5.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
Back to Randle. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
That is elite acceleration by Kuminga. What an athlete. Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
And here's Randle. He's got 11. Put it down hard!
Watch out below. Woo! That is just athleticism. Working against that kind of length.
George double team. Takes it inside. And Mobley throws it down.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about U.S. youth development in hoops. He said when young players are a part of a singular organization, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality, and that's something that we can learn from Europe. Kevin, back to you.
Taking that long view approach. Okay, thank you, Allie.
And this is one of those nights where you get to see everything hit Mobley's bag. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
To the inside. Mobley. Julius Randle with the rebound. And Kuminga throws it down.
Yeah, on certain nights like this, Kuminga can show you how explosive he can be as a scorer. I just love that upside.
1:35 left in the third quarter of the game. Now here's Randall. 13 points in the game. And it's Towns missing. George double teamed. In the corner, it's Mobley. Outside, White. 6 on the shot clock. Back to George. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a tremendous sense of the shot clock right there by Paul George.
Here's Towns. It's hauled in by George.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Three-pointer. White, good. White's got his third basket of the night.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Towns with the bucket.
Creating spacing. That's his third three-pointer of the night and his second this half.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Randall outside. Pass to Towns. And here is Kuminga. Towns, no luck.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
The visiting team, 56.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Randall with the ball. Driving to the basket. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Mobley.
And Randall's never been one to back down from physical play inside. And he's not going to start now.
Both free throws good from Randall.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You'll love to see it.
And holding nothing back there. George gives the dunk his all.
Reeves outside. Off target with his 3. To the middle. Walsh can't get it to go. It's stolen by Bailey. Pass to George. There's the 3. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's just his first turnover of the game. For the most part, he's been very reliable.
Randall surveying the D. And Randall throws it down.
And when Randall gets rolling on the drive, there's almost no stopping it. His size and athleticism are going to get him to the hoop.
George double teamed. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Towns.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Back to Randall. Pass to Bain. Inside. And Towns throws it down.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
There's the triple. And that one is off. And it's Kuminga, top of the key. Oh, and he misses the dunk. And here's George for 3. To the line. Mobley on the follow. Mobley's got 10 points in just the second half.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
The kick out to Towns. Back to Reeves. Towns, the screen. Kuminga with a wide open look. No good on the triple.
After making 2 threes in the first half, the defense has really tightened up on him here, and he's yet to hit one in the second.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Left side, George. Ace Bailey. The three is off.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
There's no question about it. It feels like every missed shot is ending up in his hands. Unreal.
Pass to Reeves. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Misses the three. Here's George. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
He's been way off the mark in this second half, just unable to get any kind of rhythm going.
Here's Kuminga, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kuminga.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Mobley, left side. That three off the mark. That's a two from Towns. Can't hit from in close.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before them, for sure.
There might not be a guy with more heart than Karl Anthony Towns. From his words to his actions, this is a guy who cares about the game and his fellow players.
Reeves outside. There's the pick. Pass to Bane. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. You know, Tim, some people love the star power of dynasties, but do you think the league's push for parity is helping the game overall?
Overall, I do believe competitive balance is good for the league. I think there are more fan bases that stay more engaged longer into the year, and that's just good for everybody.
I totally agree. Outside, George. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. There's 42 seconds left in the game. Now, Bane. Four on the shot clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's White. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in it.
gotta stay.